This is Tammy Baskey, and you are listening to Life Coach Life, the podcast, episode number 12. Hey everybody, how are you this week? Some of you know periodically my husband and I hit the road in our RV, and this current trip took us to the mountains of West Point, New York, where we found tons of mosquitoes and absolutely zero phone service. The TV antenna hookups in these campsites have me scrolling through channels with shows like F Troop and The Andy Griffith Show. I mean, shows I have not seen since the 70s. But the other night, I was able to get Hulu on my phone, and I watched a bit of The Bachelor in Paradise, and I'm cringing even thinking about it. Oh my gosh. I would never want to relive my 20s or my single years ever again, even in paradise. But what I do remember of that time is desperately wanting someone to love and to love me. So I felt for these crazy kids on the beach. Oh, and now we're in an Air Force base. You could probably hear that plane going overhead. But if Bachelor in Paradise was a scratch and sniff show, I would definitely be smelling the scent of desperation. It was just awful. Luckily, most of us listening to this podcast are not desperate and a whole lot wiser than we were back then. But if you find yourself single right now in your life, you may still be wanting someone to love. And yes, single women have families and they have pets and perhaps children and they love their friends. But it's not the same as having good male energy and companionship in your life. So I ask you, if and when you think about your single circumstance, what is the thought you have about it first and foremost? How does that thought make you feel? What action do you take or not take from that feeling? And then, what are your results? Your results could be that you're still single, where nothing has changed. You could simply be dating, perhaps dating and wanting more or wanting less. And I just want to point out to you that if you're not thinking about this, or you're completely unconscious to this part of your life, you will have no emotion. And it won't matter what anyone ever says or does. Nothing happens unless we are plugged in and consciously thinking about it. Because once again, it's always our conscious thoughts that ultimately create results. So please keep noticing this in your life, especially the next time you are feeling sad, perhaps ostracized for some reason, lonely, unlovable, frustrated. You will always be having a thought that is connected to these emotions. And a thought is just a thought that you have repeated in your brain so much that it has become a belief that you thoroughly find to be true, that you thoroughly find to be a fact. But here's the real fact and the real truth. Your thoughts are lying to you. Your thoughts are either creating feelings of chaos, depression, anxiety, loneliness, neutrality, or your thoughts are creating feelings of joy, love, happiness, and peace. In our one-on-one sessions, as most of you know, I will challenge your every thought, and in this case, ask you why you are single when you really want to be coupled or married or simply have someone in your life. I want you to start writing down every thought, every reason that comes to mind as to why you are single. What do you think is the issue? Who do you think is at fault? How would having someone to love or a partner in your life change your life? Then I want you to bring it all to our next private session. It will give me the information I need as your coach to take you step by step to the result that you really do want. And always remember, nothing has gone wrong here. As you write your thoughts and you begin this new process, I want you to remember you are not broken. And I know deep in my heart that I can 100% help you. It's absolutely guaranteed. That's what coaches like me are for. If you or someone you know is unhappily single, looking for love in all the wrong places, or simply just needs coaching to get their life back on track, I would love to help. Drop me a note at tbascade@gmail.com. Let's get you to where you want to be pronto. Hey, thanks for listening. And remember, when it comes to your love life, once again, your mind always matters. See you next week.